Alright, let's do this thing. Halfway down with one of the last Fosters that I will probably ever drink. I'm really just drinking right now to help deal with the withdrawal symptoms. Because I had to give up cannabis this month, which I have used for 15 years. And the withdrawals are not great. They're really terrible, as a matter of fact. Kind of been sleeping for about 12 hours a day just to deal with that. And, compounding that and making it worse is the fact that I wasn't just some random stoner. I had a reason for cannabis. I have Crohn's disease. I'm going to have it for the rest of my life just because I'm, it's not like, oh, my disease went away. I can stop smoking weed. That is not the case. But for multiple reasons, I have to give up cannabis. I'm not very happy about it, but whatever. I got off opioids. I can deal with these withdrawals too. Not a fan of it. Fuck it. I'm not one of those poser ass people that pretends everything is so fucking great in my life. Oh, why isn't your life so perfect like mine? Why aren't you pulling out aces off the top of the deck every time like everyone else is, you fucking loser? Nah, ain't no one's life like that. That's bullshit. I'm not here to bullshit on Front Street like everyone else on the internet is. That's why I have this channel in the first place. I'm just here to be real. For the last couple days, I've had a lot of suicidal thoughts. Let me be very clear about what I just said. I do not have suicidal tendencies. I do not self-harm. But have I been thinking about suicide? Yes, I have. I can admit that. I'm not happy about it, but I can admit it at the very least. My life's been... it's been a chaotic shitstorm, frankly. I haven't been able to play as much as I would like. I feel like I should be level 50 already, basically, but, well, whatever. Guess it is what it is. I've just been playing this game because it's therapy for me. Honestly. A lot of people have told me over the last 20 years at this point now, actually, that, oh, you need to go to therapy, you need to see a therapist, you need to, get psychological counseling. Motherfucker, I have. A lot. I've seen 5 different shrinks, okay? They never helped me. In fact, most of the time, I just feel worse. I don't need some suit with a piece of paper hanging in a frame behind him explaining to me how my mind works. I already know how my mind works. None of those people have ever helped me. You know what does help me? Talking to actual people that, in some capacity, they know me. I know a lot of y'all probably don't actually know me, but we've been through the same things together, We've all suffered through Valkyrie Dunes together, We all, well, maybe not all, but most of us, we had to rely on someone else to help us get our sub-job items. We've all suffered through Genkai, limit break quests. We've all gone through the struggle of getting sky access and sea access. I mean, not all of us, but you know what I'm saying, though? Like, even if I've never met you and you've never met me, in some capacity, we know each other. Simply because of those shared experiences. it's like, bro, yeah, you got the sky? I kind of know what kind of person you are then. You're a determined person. You're a focused person. You know how to set goals and aim for them and do what's necessary to acquire and achieve your desires. Just from something as simple as that, there's an immediate connection, there's a resonation, there's a brotherhood, a sisterhood that can form just from something as simple as, bro, yeah, Thief was my first 75 on retail too, and you know what I'm saying? Even just random people waving to me or sending me PMs lately, which I super appreciate, by the way. I super appreciate it so much. It's some passing thing for some people, I'm sure, to just wave or say hi to me or send me a tell, but it's a big deal to me. Just knowing there's other people out there who have had similar experiences that I've had, even if it's just playing a video game. It's like, oh, hey, maybe you haven't, had to take care of your dad for a decade while he's dying, or fucking get erroneously kicked out of the military over some untrue bullshit that wasn't actually factual. I'm sure maybe some of you have been through one of those two things, but I don't know. I kind of doubt that anyone else has been through both of those exact same things during their what should be their adult years of freedom. Mine were not. And then having your life debilitated by a disease. I don't know if there's anyone else who has even just those three things, but it doesn't matter. Because I know there's so many people out there who have, they've leveled Paladin because they think Paladin's the shit. I immediately, want to be friends with someone who's done that just because of a shared experience. I love that about this game. There's all kinds of video games out there. It's, I like Chrono Trigger. Oh, yeah, I like Chrono Trigger too. But then it's like, what hardship did you endure in Chrono? I mean, yeah, sure, we can all agree that the music Chrono Trigger is the shit. It's paced awesome. I also enjoy the fact that I didn't have to grind. Whoop-de-doo, okay? But Final Fantasy 11 is different. It's different, bro. It's like, you could tell just by looking at someone's equipment. It's like, how serious are they? How much do they care? You know what I'm saying? Those types of things where you could just tell at a glance, like, hey, I think I can get along with this person. That matters a lot to me. Because as far as real life is concerned, I got my wife, my mom, my brother, and his fiance. And my friend James, my friend Mike Bracken. I think that's it. I literally just named every single person in my life that has a powerful sway over me. I still have other friends, my wife's friend Nathan. I've been really enjoying getting to know Nathan. That's been really cool, Sorry, I forgot sorry, Nathan, I should have put you in there in the first place. My bad. I'm a little drunk right now. I'm fucked up. Had a rough day. My mind's not super functional right now. But, it's like, I ain't one of those people who's got like 32,000 friends on Facebook or whatever the shit, and that just has like a circle of support. I don't have that. I have, in fact, never had that. But lately I kind of feel like I do. And the only reason I feel that way is because there's been so many people that just, they send me a tell of like, hey, are you that dude from YouTube? I'm like, yeah, why? And then people just say the nicest things to me. I'm not really used to that. I'm used to something else. There's a song by Saber Tiger called Eternal Loop. There's a verse in that song that I resonate with more than most song lyrics, where it says, the people around me tried to break me, so I broke the people around me instead. That's been my life for a very, very long time. You know, just kind of spill some personal shit for y'all. You know, maybe you want to get to know me better. I'll just tell you, because I'm drunk and I don't care right now. There was a family reunion I went to. Let me think, how old was I? I was playing on a MacBook. I distinctly remember I was playing Robotrek on my laptop on a Super Nintendo emulator. Robotrek's an amazing game, by the way, and if you don't play it, then fuck you. If you like Enix or Quintet, and you have not played Robotrek, fuck you. You're wrong. Play it. Play it right now. While this video is playing, you better be going to like coolrom.net or some shit and downloading Robotrek and getting ready to play it. I'm not shitting you. I absolutely love that game. But I digress. I was sitting on a chair in the living room during a family reunion. And I think I had just beaten the second major boss, the haunted doll in the ghost mansion. And my brother comes in the front door of the house where the family reunion's going on at, and he comes over to me and he's like, "Where's Dad? I need to know where Dad is right now." And I'm like, I don't know. I think he's in the backyard, like by the grill or something. Why? And he's like, "Mom just fell down. Call 911." And I'm like, "Call 911 or we're falling down. What the hell happened?" You know, so I just rush outside. It's about as dark as it is right now out there. I got a light over here, you know, shining some stuff on the side wall right here. You know, it's dark outside, okay? And we had parked near the end of, let's say, about 120-foot long driveway where there were no lights from the house or any street lamps to illuminate anything. And it just so happens that apparently we had parked next to a pothole. Not very big and slightly less than 1 foot deep. If you use metric system and you're not in America, that's 12 inches, so you can convert that and have fun figuring that out. Or rather, a foot is 12 inches. The pothole was maybe about 10.5 inches deep. Well, my mom was going out to the car, and when she went to go check something in the trunk, she stepped in this pothole in the pitch black darkness and couldn't see. And the way that she fell snapped her entire foot off of her shin. No blood, just absolute shattered ankle bones. Believe it broke in about 13 different places. She has a metal plate in her foot now. But here's the thing. As I'm crouching with my mother, the woman who gave me motherfucking life and supported me through everything I've ever done or been through, she is howling, screaming, and crying, bawling in pain. Unbelievable pain. Thankfully, one person from my mom's side of the family went and decided to check the freezer in the house and came outside with a bag of frozen peas. I don't know who that was. I wish I remembered. but thank you for that. Because you were the only person who did anything nice for my mom. Yeah. You want to know what the rest of my side of the family was doing? My dad's side of the family and all that? Making fun of her 20 feet away from her. One of them was fucking recording it on an old camcorder that used an entire VHS tape to record on. This happened a while ago. Let me tell you something. If my mother did not have my hand in a death vice grip as I was kneeling next to her, when I saw those two people that unfortunately are part of the Salbato clan, I look over at them and one of them is recording my mother screaming and crying. And the other one says, yeah, well, only a Canadian, right? Excuse me, did you just make fun of my fucking mother's bloodline while her goddamn foot is broken and she's screaming and crying? I may have only been 15 years old, but you might be surprised how well I can end a person's goddamn life. I have always been an extremely violent person, and I am really fucking good at it. I don't enjoy that fact necessarily. I would prefer to be a pacifist. I have been a pacifist for a very long time. That doesn't mean I'm afraid of throwing hands. It does not mean that I am afraid of biting someone's ear off. That does not mean that I am afraid of gouging out someone's eyes. That doesn't mean that I am afraid of slamming someone's fucking face into the ground so hard their fucking sinus bone, their nose bone, whatever the shit breaks off, it goes up into their brain and fucking kills them. I'm not afraid of doing that shit. If you push me motherfucking far enough, I will end your goddamn shit. And the only reason I didn't kill those fucking people is because my mom was more important to me at that particular moment. Y'all are lucky that I have more love in my heart than I have hate. Because even still, all these years later, I find it very hard to obey the words of my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ to always forgive people. Because I still want to fucking kill all of you. I still want to slam your heads through plates of glass. I still want to play around with your skin with a chainsaw for what you said and did to my mother. That will be very hard for me to forgive you. God willing, one day I will. But right now, I still don't. Don't you ever fucking talk about my mother that way. I'll fucking kill you. Now you know a little bit more about me, I guess. So, yeah, that's what I mean when I say I don't have family that I can rely on. After that, a lot of things changed. 2 days later, after that family reunion, we got a call from the people that were hosting the family reunion, right? You want to know what they were doing? Checking government national weather systems and everything. So they call us up on the phone and they're like, hey, just so you know, we checked the government weather systems and all that. And when I'm not going to say my mom's name, but when she broke her leg, the sun hadn't set yet. So, you know, it's her fault that it happened. So you legally can't sue us. And it's like, you thought that we were going to sue you? We're fucking family, I thought, right? Why the hell would we sue you? Are you And then you preemptively call us up and say that we can't sue you because it was daylight outside? No, it fucking wasn't, you goddamn liars! The fuck? Vitriolic, poisonous pit viper bullshit? I don't need that in my life. Fuck all those people. You know, there's a good reason I escaped into 11 in the first place. Back when I did. And there's another good reason for me to do it now. Speaking of, what the fuck have I been doing on this game? Well, haven't been leveling as fast as I want, I'll tell you that. In fact, I was a little depressed today because, I don't know, man. keep seeing all these people, like, you know, doing the Shadow Lord fight. You know, like, oh, I'm doing limit break quests, or, oh, who could help me with, you know, standing on platforms in Garlade Citadel, and it's like, fuck. I should be like 55 by now, man. I should be able to help these people with these things, and that might sound kind of stupid, but like that's the thing that's been depressing me lately, is that I don't want to get high enough level so that I can do shit for myself. I want to get high enough level so I can do shit for other people. And the fact that I'm not able to level up as fast as I would like, that's kind of depressing me a little bit, to be honest with you. I just haven't had the playtime that I would like to have. Part of that's because I've been so fucking depressed in the first place. I've been sleeping for 12 hours a day. I don't know, man. I know, because I have been in this place before. I know there's a light at the end of the tunnel. The problem is that my tunnel is winding and twisting and going up and down, and I'm not going to be able to see the light at the end of that tunnel until I'm like 25 feet away from it. So that doesn't really help me. I have to just go off of faith, which, frankly, has served me very well over the course of my life. I probably should have died about 20 times now, actually, over the many things that I've been through. Yeah, matter of fact, you know, while I'm here barfing about some real shit to y'all, if you listen this far, I actually have tried to kill myself once. And I probably wouldn't be here if it wasn't for God. I have no explanation for exactly what happened to me. If you want a continuation of this story, I have a video called, I don't know, everyone mistook me for Jesus Christ, and this other dude thought I was Shiva, or this other person thought he was Shiva, like the Hindi god Shiva. He said that he was the current earthly incarnation of Shiva. All of that. The reason I went into a 5150 ward is because I tried to kill myself. How? I remember it distinctly at the time. I was taking a lot of Vicodin for pain management at the time, before I started, you know, like really smoking weed seriously. Cannabis is much better pain management than opioids. And I've been taking Vicodin for about, 7 years at that point. I wasn't strong enough anymore, so they kicked me up to Norcos. And it just so happened that I still had a bottle of Vicodin. About 100 pills left in it. So I took all 100 of them. And then took a couple shots of Captain Morgan's. And then I was like, well, you know, if I'm going to die, I might as well enjoy it, right? Open a brand new bottle of Norcos. 200 Norcos. Dumping out handfuls at a time, washing them down with some Captain Morgan's. Please don't ever do that, because you will die, and it won't feel good. My case was a little different, because I guess God is not done with me yet. I went and I hid somewhere, actually kind of close by my house. Just a little forested area with a couple trees, some bushes. And I went and I sat there. There was a main road that I could see from where I was at, and I was sitting there waiting to die. I called up some friends, told them I loved them. Saw the same 6 black and whites going down the street, back and forth, and just thinking to myself, like, they have no idea I'm right in front of them. That's funny to me. Well, wonder how long it's going to take for them to find my corpse then, right? But I was sitting there for about 2 hours. My friends caught wind of what was going on. Everyone was calling me, being like, dude, please turn yourself into the police. If you're still alive, bro, please don't. Please, the sooner you do it, the sooner you can get medical attention, get your stomach pumped, bro. Like, please turn yourself in. And I was like, no, I want to die. I'm done. But for some reason, I did not die. By the third hour, I just left where I was at. Just started walking along the sidewalk and realized, like, you know what? I'm not going to die, am I? Weird. I feel fine. I don't even feel drunk. Weird. I just drank half a bottle of Captain Morgan's. How am I not drunk? How am I not dead? I did a long way back home. There's 5 black and whites in front of my house. My mom's outside talking to him. They find out that I have a sword and knife collection, and then they try and confiscate it because they think that I'm going to hurt myself with it. And I'm like, motherfucker, no. Y'all are just going to take my swords and play with them in the evidence room? I know how y'all do things, and that's not cool. You're not taking my goddamn swords. I've been collecting these things my whole life. You're not taking my swords. But, I got taken to a hospital. And I'm just chilling. I am in such a good mood. Like, I had some effect get into my system. Crazy thing, though. They do a toxicology report on me. And they got, like, the curtains drawn around my bed. And I can hear a nurse talking to some doctors. I can see the silhouettes through the curtain and everything, even. I hear the nurse talking all whispery, you know, trying to make sure I don't hear. But I did, because I have excellent hearing. And she's just like, well, he claims that he took about 300 opioids and drank half a bottle of Captain Morgan's, but none of it is showing on his toxicology report. And I hear one of the doctors be like, so do we need to do the stomach pump then? And she's like, I don't think so. I think he's making it up. And I was a little offended at that point, because I'm like, fuck, I ain't making shit up. What are you talking about? Wait a minute. What you mean it's not in my blood? What you mean it's not in me? What are you talking about? That don't make no sense. Sometimes miracles from God just don't make no sense. I don't know what to tell you, man. I should be dead right now. I'm not, though. God's still got a purpose for me that I don't understand and I can't see yet, but I've had situations and experiences like that more than I can recount. But that one in particular has always stood out to me. It's like, what do you mean I claim to have taken 300 opioids? I did. And they didn't do anything to me. They were just like, send him to 5150 ward, he's crazy. And I'm just like, the whole time, I'm like, how am I alive right now? I should not be alive right now. This defies all things. God's interesting, though, honestly. Well, I'm in the waiting room, waiting to be, shoved into a different place, I met this chick who was clearly much worse off than me. I believe she was enduring a domestic battery for quite some time, and as fucked up as it is, she was a victim of domestic abuse. She's the one who ended up in the crazy people ward. So I don't know why, I just felt really inspired of just like, the strangest thing is I still remember like having a hand in one of my pockets and like fiddling with a quarter in my pocket while I was holding my little tiny military Bible in my hands, and I was just like, ma'am, I would like to read the Bible to you for a little bit if that's okay. She said, yeah, actually I would really like that. So, I just read like Proverbs. And like, when she was first sitting in that chair with the blanket around her, I mean, she looked like absolute despair, absolute darkness. Like nothing in her life was ever going to get better again for her. But just read a couple Bible verses to her, and her face was shining. There's a light in her eyes again. I was always really thankful that the Holy Spirit prompted me to read the Bible to her at that exact moment. And I thought to myself, if for no other reason this has all happened just so that I can support this woman, that's cool with me. I really do love people. Yeah, they piss me off. Yeah, they upset me. But that's everyone gets irritated and upset by people sometimes. But at the core of it all, I genuinely love people. I really do. I always want to think the best of everybody. Even when they give me every reason that I shouldn't think the best of them, I still want to think the best of everybody. Look, I'm not pro-Nazi or nothing. I'm not trying to say that shit or anything. But, I tell people, it's like, you got to look at the humanity. You have to look at the humanity of people as much as you can. Hitler loved fucking Mickey Mouse cartoons. I'm not even shitting you, man. Hitler. Adolf motherfucking Hitler. Adolf killed all the Jews, Hitler. Occasionally, apparently, sometimes, he would get all his top brass together and they would eat some really nice food and watch black and white Mickey Mouse cartoons on a projector. Adolf Hitler. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, he was a fucking piece of work, sure. But was he still a human being? Yeah. Were those fucking shitheads who made fun of my mom still human beings? Yeah. Much as I don't want to admit it. Yeah, they are. I think that's the important thing in life, as it were. I always want to look at the good in people, even if there's barely any there. That's what I want to focus on. Because, frankly, we're all kind of shitheads in our own way. We're all pushy, arrogant, egotistical people who think our way is the best way. But don't let that get to you. Look at the person. Look at the human being. And I gotta say, that's how I've felt lately. I'm kind of a caustic asshole, actually. But I love this game, and I don't want to get banned from the server, so, I've been trying to be a good boy about things. And, people support kindness, generosity. That's been my therapy lately. That's been making me think that my life is something that I need to hold on to tighter than I have been. I mean, my wife already does that for me in a lot of ways, but my trauma is deep, man. My traumas are very deep and pretty fucked up. I don't like talking about them very often. But I am so appreciative of people who've just been nice to me. I really am. Because I'm not used to it anymore. The only things I've been used to for like the last 15 years is just people being mean to me. People being hateful toward me. And I've just kind of accepted that, you know, that's my life. I'm just a person that people love to hate. But a lot of you have been so good to me lately. I know it's just a silly video game, objectively speaking. But it's not to me. And for that reason, people's kindness and courtesy, very warm, supportive words y'all have shared with me, I don't take that lightly. You know, I'm sorry if I don't always respond to everything. It's I got a lot of social anxiety over the last couple of years. I'm trying to work on that. But I have some genuine love for y'all. I ain't just saying that. I don't use that word cheaply. I mean that. Love you guys. Y'all are stars in my night sky. I really seriously mean that. I'm super drunk right now, but it doesn't change. I mean what I say. I feel like all the friends that I've lost recently, all the friends that have betrayed me in ways that I could never imagine a person ever doing to anybody. I actually feel like it's been validated by y'all. Because I firmly believe that we all know the same number of people at all times. One way or another, we always know the same number of people. That's why there's, you know, the whole 6 degrees of separation. That social media in recent years has actually turned to 5 degrees of separation, which, you know, I think that's kind of cool. We actually are closer together because of the internet than we've ever been as the human race before. And I'm on the receiving end, the positive side of those effects lately. I feel closer to just people in general than I have in a very long time. And that's my therapy. Y'all are my therapy, whether you know it or not. So thank you. Thank you in this very dark, tumultuous time of my life. Thank you all for being so good to me. Thank you all for being nice to me. I've genuinely forgotten what it's like for strangers who have no reason to be nice to me to just be good people. I really did forget what that feels like. But I remember now. And I remember because y'all. There's been a lot of you, seriously, who've just been so nice to me. Thank you so much for that. I love this game. Even when things don't go my way, I love this game. And the people just make it better, you know? Y'all have really made this game better for me. I can never thank you all enough. I really can't. Thank you again. And I hope God blesses you with a rich and fulfilling life. I hope that your hardships are only as long as they need to be to help make you a stronger person than you already are. Because I know, I don't believe, I know, God only gives trials to people that he knows can be the strongest. Much like how Final Fantasy XI is an absolute trial, so is life. But sometimes it's a little harder for some of us, because we want to do the right thing. If you're one of those people, I see you. I feel you. I understand you. Even if you don't believe in God, I still feel like I understand your hardships, your trials, the difficult things that we endure in life that make us stronger, better. I've always felt like Final Fantasy XI just helps with that. At least for me. Reminds me that there are other people like me. And I think often, what if this person I'm playing with right now is going through some really hard times? I shouldn't be mean to them. Even if, they suck, Shouldn't be mean to people. You really never know what a person's going through. And for a lot of you, I'm pretty sure you did not know that I am, in fact, going through one of the hardest trials of my life right now. Your support means everything to me. Even if you think it's just some small thing, even if it is just some small thing to you, it means the world to me. So thank you once again for your time, for your kindness, for your good hearts. I love you. Thank you.